Hey, what's up? So I'll be working on the Backslash again, and in this video I'll be installing the upgraded axles, the MIP CVDs X Duty, the 17mm adapters, and also the 1/8 scale Buggy tires. I will first start by removing the old axles. You just pop off the hex. Then you can remove the screw in here holding the axle on. And now you can just pull the axle back and you'll be able to pull it out. So the parts I'll be using for the axles is 18140, and that is for the rear. For the front it's 18150, and the hex adapters is 10115. So I will start to assemble the front axles. So first you'll want to apply a light coating of grease to this, because this will be swiveling inside of here. And you'll want to check which side the threads are on. So when you put the pin in, the flat side goes towards the threads. And you'll want to grease this as well. And once that's in, you can install the set screw. Make sure you use the thread gel, which is thread locker. Then you will be doing the same thing on the other side. Again, keeping track of where that flat spot is compared to the threads. You can wipe off any excess of the thread locker. And now when you connect these two, you need to make sure these pins are lined up. And if they don't, you just swap it to the other side and they should line up straight. Then to install them, I would take them back apart. And use these set screws for on the differentials. Just put them in a little bit. And then just reinstall this on here. Make sure your pins are lined up. And then you can reinstall this onto the differential. and that one's installed, so I'll repeat the same on the other ones. One thing when you're installing the rear, there's two pieces that need to go on. These two basically shims. So this thinner one goes on first. Then you install one of the bearings. And then this other shim that's a little bit thicker. Then once you install it in here, you can install the other bearing. So if you were installing these on a normal slash, you would be installing these 12mm hexes. On the front, it gets one of these shims right here, and then you install the hex onto here. But I will be installing these 17mm adapters instead. So to install these, it has these two set screws for each one that are 2.5mm, and same thing, just use that thread lock on here. And they go on each side. And these you just line up with the flat spot on here, and then tighten them down. Now I will install the tires. For the tires, I went with the Traxxas lockup. They are DTXC 3616. So these actually use the same thread on the original axle. So they're installed, ready to go. Finally have a rolling chassis. I think they came out pretty good. I like the newer wheel nuts they have. The old ones were chrome, and these ones lock onto the rim. All that's left is the body and the electronics, which I'm still waiting for. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks.